is intercepted, and Permian has needed a break. Back to the 40-yard line, Darren Allman with the interception from his safety position, and that's the first time in the ballgame that Permian has come up with a really big defensive play.
Well, we talked about the fact that if there was to be a mojo miracle in this game, Yates would have to give the miracle some help. Well, here's a little help. Right into the safety's hands. Price had the receiver he thought open. What he didn't read was the safety sitting back in a double zone. The safety just playing center field against that side of the field. Now, if you're Permian, though, you've got to score, but you got to score quickly.
That's right. 11:28 left in the ball game. So Permian has it at the Yates 40-yard line. Jason Harrington all the way at quarterback today. High lob pass looking for Anderson, and it is incomplete at the 15-yard line. That one-on-one coverage out there, and he was trying to lob it over the defensive back, James Christian's head. Anderson got a hand on it. As often as not, that's about all he needs, but this time he doesn't make the catch. Here are the stats after the third quarter.
Look at the disparity in the rushing yardage in this game. Realize Permian usually gets per game 226 yards and gives up 133.
Normally we would say highly unofficial stats, but Stan Hovanter's keeping the stats for us today, and he is one of the best.
Take another 3 yards away from Permian on the ground, Stanley. Down to 33 yards rushing now in the game.
Sider losing 3, the tackle made by Kenneth Payne.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to ask Stan to total the number of running plays for Odessa in the game. The number of rushing plays for Odessa in the game.
Okay, at the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 12 yards to go. And Harrington needs to connect here. Play action fake, rushes on, he's rolling right, he looks, he throws, Anderson juggling. Is it a catch? Yes, it's a catch at the 30-yard line. And that was a great effort by Anderson. He was trying to stay inbounds. Of course, in high school football, you only have to have 1 foot inbounds for it to be a legal catch. James Christian was all over him defensively. Let's have another look at this, Norm. This is a great bit of concentration by Anderson.
Harrington rolls away from the blitz of Foster, but look at the play by Anderson.
Now watch
First of all, to catch the ball, he has it, and the foot was just dragging. Now he's going to be a little bit short. It sets up 4th and 1. I've got the play for it.
They've got the first down, yeah.
Oh, the guy hadn't turned his sheet over when I saw it. I looked down and I saw 4, but it is the first down. Again, if you're Odessa, you got to crank it up and score quickly here. Don't be surprised if they go end zone from this area.
What really bugs me now is I don't get to find out what the play was going to be. But maybe you can.
I'd have gone play action and hoisted up 4th and a foot.
First down, 30-yard line. Permian in desperate straits. They've got to score on this possession. Sider hit. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Gee, I know they want to keep the Yates defense honest, but it does Odessa very little good if it takes them 4 minutes to get in the end zone from here.
Kenneth Payne and James Good there to wrap up Sider. It'll be 2nd down, 14 yards to go.
Right in the game. That's the 28th Odessa rushing play for 29 yards.
And on the passing plays, the only thing that has really worked for them is the rollout, where they can avoid that intense rush. Harrington, lost his grip on the football, and he's very lucky that it wasn't intercepted. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
Bit of a strange looking pass. It was hard to tell whether Anderson or Louderback was the intended receiver.
Well, Harrington, nonetheless, he's had a great season this year. Another young man, as you mentioned earlier, Norm, Rich Fletcher was the starting quarterback. He got hurt. Harrington was pressed into duty, and what did he do? Well, he led his team right into the state championship football game, and of course he got some great support from the other members of the football team. 3rd down, 14 to go. Harrington, the rush on again. Harrington in trouble. He's sacked at the 40-yard line. They are so cat quick. Larry Gill, 195-pound senior defensive end, there to sack Harrington. And you can bet that Harrington has not seen the kind of pass rush this year that he has seen this afternoon.
Odessa has no choice here. They must go for it on 4th down. 4th and about 20 to go from the 39-yard line. 4th and 19.
Yeah, no choice here with 9:30 to play and down by 23 points. And the Yates Lions will take timeout. So they want to collect their thoughts about defensive strategy, and that gives us an opportunity to pause for a minute with 9:29 remaining in the football game here at Texas Stadium in Irving, the 5A state championship. Looking like the crown will go to Houston Yates. The state championship football game, Permian Panthers face 4th down and about 21 to go. And if they have any hopes of rallying in this football game, they've got to pull off a miracle. Harrington got some time, scrambling, still doesn't have a receiver open. Now throws for Anderson, and there were at least 5 Yates players in the vicinity. It goes as an incomplete pass, and the ball will go over to Houston Yates. Greg Eaglin and Byron Moore, the safety men, the closest defenders to Anderson. But there was a case, Norm, where I think, you know, you've got to go to what's gotten you there when you're in trouble. But in that particular instance, where Harrington just was determined to find Anderson, there were 5 players all over it.
Well, that's one of the problems. Nobody else in this club catches a pass per game, and Yates can see that too. They double and triple team the big receiver in crucial situations.
Price will keep it on the ground. Johnny Bailey, 40, 45. Bailey fumbles the football, and the Panthers have come up with it at the 48-yard line. So Odessa is not totally dead yet. 9:14 to go in the game, and the Panthers will take over. Robert Williams with the fumble recovery for Mojo. Robert Williams, the leading interceptor for Permian this year with 8, comes up with a heads-up recovery here.
Bailey looks like he's thinking touch every time. He's making moves. And that was just, he's not got the ball securely there. That wasn't anybody's fault but Johnny Bailey's, who didn't put the ball away as he made the cut.
First down, 48-yard line of Yates. Harrington will roll right again. This is the side of the field where he's had most of his success throwing, and it's almost intercepted at the 39-yard line. Looking for Lauterbach this time. Let's see, it's number 34, James Christian, who got his hand on the ball defensively.
Mr. Christian's played a good game today.
I have a hard time finding anybody in the red shirts who hasn't. They have played a good one.
I don't know if you've seen what Harrington's been doing. He's been going to the sidelines between plays, then running back into the huddle. Tell you what, he's got to be in some shape to run to the sidelines and bring his own play back in.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Look out here. You get the feeling Yates is going to start pouring people into the backfield.
And the only way to avoid that is with the roll. And the pass is caught by Lott down at the 41-yard line. But it will not be enough for a first down. Let's go down to the sidelines for another update.
Norm, Ray, you guys talked about Permian really going with what's carried them this far, and that's really what they're doing right now. They're moving the ball. They had to give up the ball, and then they come right back and pick up the fumble. Now, that's typical of Permian. They're going to continue doing it. They're not going to give up till the end. Despite being down 23-0, they're not going to give up. And it would be nice to see them get a touchdown. Maybe we'll slip one on just so it doesn't become a blowout. All right, back to you guys.
All right, there was a penalty on the last play. There you see the official picking the flag up, Norm.
Holding against Yates, and this is the whopper holding. This is the mortal sin holding against Yates, the 10-yarder. There are so many penalties these days. And then there's certain penalties in pros, there's certain yardage, and certain college, there's certain yardage, and certain high school.
5 for this, 10 for that, 15 for this and that. I know. I called Jim Ely, who is a prominent official, works a lot of top high school football games in the area, and talked to him for a few minutes yesterday just to brush up on the differences in some of the penalty yardage. But you're right. There are lots of penalties in football these days. First down at the 38-yard line, movement by Yates. No flag down. Lott is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, did he get whacked?
Sure did.
The worst thing for a running back, I mean the thing you hate the most if you're the running back, is for one guy to stop your progress. You don't mind so much getting popped by one guy. That's one-on-one. But if a guy gets a hold of your legs, you can't go anywhere, and the city of Houston's about to arrive.